How are you? Good morning to you, Janis.
Good morning. I'm good. How are you doing today?
Okay, it's good to have you at the podcast for Women's Truths. And I'd like the public to hear your story, who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, and why you became a life coach.
My name is Janis. I'm from Maryland. I have had quite a few struggles in my life, and I have come out on the other side a much stronger, very independent young woman. And I want to share what I've been through. So, my story, I guess, I grew up in a verbally abusive home, and I was able to take that verbal abuse and pass it down to my daughter, which then gave her a very troubled youth. She struggled for about 7 years with suicidal ideation, emotional dysregulation. She's diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. And I believe it all stems from her her childhood with me. What I'm doing is I am bringing voice to parents that have gone through similar things, that have children in similar situations. I decided to become a life coach because I felt that was the best way for me to get into the public eye and get around parents that need support.
What do you do now as for a living?
What do I do now? I am a caseworker for the Department of Health.
How do you see in the future where you want to go with being a life coach?
I want to be able to reach people that struggle. I want to be able to reach the parents that have children that struggle with emotional dysregulation, borderline personality disorder. And I want to help them see that there is a way out of it. I also want to help their children see that there is a way out of it. There's also another aspect of what I want to do with life coaching, and that is working with healthcare practitioners. Being in casework, I experience on a daily basis things that are hard for people to talk about with just the regular population. So, with that being said, like the spirituality of healthcare practitioners, I want to be able to work with them so that they have a safe place to come to discuss what they're doing on a daily basis, what they deal with, so that they can feel heard, grounded, and release that trauma that they go through on a daily basis.
What kind of hardships?
So, what kind of hardships? Dealing with death, poverty, illness. Yeah.
Why a life coach this point in time in your life?
I'm ready for it. I have the wisdom of a lifetime, and I have the wisdom, and I'm ready for it. It was the perfect time for me to jump into life coaching and yoga therapy. It is the absolute perfect time because I'm on the other end of my family's situation. My daughter's grown. She's doing very well. She's gone through her therapy. I've gone through mine. I have the wisdom from that entire experience, that 24 years of experience with her. I also have the wisdom from the casework, from my own spirituality, my search for wholeness, and I have the wisdom to share. And so now is the perfect time.
How does Janis feel today as a woman?
I feel I feel strong. I feel powerful. I'm um, ready for something bigger than where I am right now.
Why did Janis join Women for Women's Truth?
I want to be asked hard questions. I want to be able to grow. I want to meet other women in my field that can help me grow into a bigger me, into a bigger life.
Where do you see this group going in the future?
Well, I've just joined the group. I haven't got to meet everybody yet. I see the group being empowering to not just the group members, but to everybody that listens. And I feel like it could be a very good platform for deep conversations.
If Janis was in control of the group, what would she do?
If I was in control of the group, what would I do? I would have all the members work together. I would have all the members show up to the meetings with questions, feedback, honest feedback, unsolicited feedback. And I would ask them to show up in their full energy every single time.
Now I'm going to ask this of Janis.
Sure.
You got connected with the group chat. Can you please write that down and send it off to all the women? Introduce yourself.
Absolutely.
And you can send it off. You're going to meet everybody in a few days because we're going to, after that, do the upcoming webinar. I'm going to say this. I think let's drop education. Let's drop wealth. Let's strip down to the core. I think as a person, forget about being a woman, what you have accomplished and turned your life around and how you've turned it around is more than what I just said. We don't have to be an intellect, or we don't have to have a college degree or wealth. Do what you do. And what I need is women like you in your position or worse or better to call in. It doesn't matter. Money, no money, white, black, yellow, red, it doesn't matter. Religion. These women must call in so we can help the Janices in the world. Janis struggled enough. Now you belong in a group of women. I know I will be by your side for the rest of my being, as long as the group is around. And I hope forever, because when I'm not around one day, the torch will be planted to somebody else. I hope this group goes 100 years, because we're going to empower women from the ages of 18 to 100 to call in to help. And like I've asked a couple of people, a couple of coaches, not everyone, because I know the answers to the everyone. Someone calls in, and we're going to get quite a few callers one day. They're going to say, I come from Mississippi. I'm poor. I'm black. Can you help me? I have no money. And I hope not just myself, but whoever's on the call there, 4, 5, 6 of us, whatever, we all jump in and say yes. Not, okay, well, just for this call. And that's what Women for Women's Truths are all about. It's not just for the paying clients. It's the ones that can't get it.
Yeah.
So this is my vision. It doesn't have to be everybody's vision. But I think all of us have to realize that there's been a time and place in all our lives where we felt alone. And we had no one to turn to. So I hope these women empower themselves at least to dial up. My worry is a lot of them won't because they're too afraid. I hope as we get better known that they will. And if we can all help one at a time, oh my God. For me, it would be an oh my God moment. The first one would be, I think, something we all strive for.
To just be there and hear their story. Honestly, to just be heard sometimes and to be really heard, to have somebody completely present with you in a moment of just a heartfelt is amazing. So to just be able to hear their stories and to help them move into the next phase of their life heard would be wonderful.
I agree. Do you have anything else you'd like to say today?
No, thank you for having me on.
I want to thank you for joining the group. I want to thank Holly for telling me about you. And I want to thank you, a woman to a woman. And I'm going to say something to you, Janis. I respect you enormously for what you've accomplished in your life with yourself and with your daughter.
Thank you.
And there has to be more people like you out there.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
I can elaborate more into my story if that help is that
your elaboration will be, I think, we're going to do a special webinar or podcast on that. I'm going to have probably a one-on-one with you. So I'm going to open up to some of the women in the group, like yourself, have gone through a lot, and I think you need time with me to tell your story. So we will get back together on that. I'll be doing a podcast on your life.
Okay.
I think it's very important, not only because of yourself, and it's because of your daughter and what you told me about your daughter. I've heard story, and I, you know what? I never met anybody who's gone through. I've just seen it and read about it. So. If you want to come on even with your daughter, if she's willing to open up on a podcast, let me know. We can have both of you on. And I would love it. Just do that for an hour and talk to you about it.
Yeah. Okay.
So ask your daughter if she's willing, because that would be great, because we would get the younger generation as well as, I won't say older generation with you.
You're allowed to. That's fun. I've earned my gray hairs.
You're the mid.
I have earned my gray hairs, and I'm proud of them. So.
Okay, dear. Thank you again, and looking forward to seeing you at the next group meeting and at the webinar.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, and thank you again for coming on, and thank you again from the bottom of my heart for belonging to Women's for Women's Truths.
Thank you.
Bye, Janis.